everyone. I am the co-founder and CEO of Terralanes, the knowledge management system for freight brokerages. For those of you that don't know, a freight brokerage is a third-party logistics provider that shippers use to move their product or freight across the country. Freight brokerages partner with carriers, the trucking companies in America, in order to do this. Freight brokerages serve shippers in a very commoditized, highly competitive industry that is completely based on service. About 2 years ago, I was working at a small freight brokerage in Memphis, Tennessee, in a small team of 7, and our brokerage operated under what's called the cradle to grave model, where each individual rep serves their customers exclusively. And you do everything from sales, account management, and operations work for your customers. I walked into our office one day and found out that Guy, our most important account manager, was out of the office and was going to be sick with a serious illness for about a week. This next week was one of the toughest times for our brokerage because we had no idea who Guy's customers were or how to serve them. We lost a ton of money, and we really opened the door to losing his biggest and our biggest customer as a company, ABC Foods. Why is that? Essentially, we didn't have the same knowledge that Guy did. Guy had spent 5+ years serving ABC Foods, communicating with them on a daily basis, exchanging Christmas cards, you name it, he did it. He understood that customer's pains and needs better than anyone. And when you lose Guy, your service level goes down. The knowledge that you have about that customer gets decreased the further you get detached from that customer, to the point where members of your team don't even know who they are or how to work with them at all. The problem we see is the inconsistency of service across a brokerage on a rep-by-rep level. We believe this problem is a symptom of 3 things. Number 1, customer information is not universally accessible. Number 2, experienced employees leave with their knowledge. And number 3, new employees are too green to be useful. We believe the solution is a knowledge management system. Terralanes visualizes a brokerage's entire network on a map, and by doing that, we illustrate the relationships between customers, their locations, their lanes, carriers, and teams. And we also create a ledger of team members' evolving relationship with a customer that helps aggregate disparate information and keep everything in one unified place for the brokerage. Every page on Terralanes has 2 components. The first component is our map, which visualizes a given piece of data or a certain business relationship. On this map, we're looking at ABC Foods and their Nashville, Tennessee location. Everything on our map is completely scrollable and clickable. If you want to look at a lane, you just click on the lane. If you want to see a certain shipping and receiving location, just click on the dot and it'll take you to that map. Underneath our map is our drawer, which houses all of the data that corresponds to this given map. We give you everything from a company bio, a contact hierarchy with different levels of escalation, a lane breakdown, as well as the ability to tag teammates so you always know who's responsible for what. And lastly is our ledger, which is a notes section that you can tie to customers as a whole, specific locations, and even specific lanes that you serve that customer with, so that everywhere you go, you always have a place to log the notes as you grow and as you learn more about that customer. And transferring that knowledge from person to person across your brokerage is what we're trying to achieve. Our competitive advantages are our visualization through our maps, which make understanding and learning new business relationships incredibly easy for both new hires and industry veterans. And the fact that we've been built from the ground up just for freight brokerages has allowed us to structure our data and create a hierarchy from customers, locations, to lanes, and allow brokerages to unlock and unify the knowledge behind that hierarchy. The team is made up of myself, my friend Parker, and my brother Jerry. And lastly, throughout our development, beginning in August, we've had more than 40 conversations with different brokerages, ensuring we have the correct product market fit throughout our development, but we've heard some amazing things. Just yesterday, I was talking to an old friend and he said, the problem is real. I believe it's the number 1 problem in the industry. We've got a private beta coming up in January, and we've got 4 brokerages lined up to work with us in that environment. Thanks.